Ultimo Dragon held numerous titles at the same time, and I heard you say in one interview that he actually held the WWE and WCW Cruiserweight title at the same time.
Yeah, it was really interesting. When he came in, he had I think he had 10 belts, 10 or 12, but 10 certainly significant belts. All Japan, New Japan, and after capturing WCW belt, Cruiserweight belt, he was the only person, and your audience can tell me that I'm wrong, but I believe, and this is a fact, he's the only person to ever held WCW and WWE or WWF at the time, Cruiserweight belt at the same time. Now, our television at WCW didn't want us to say that. And matter of fact, they want to show those two belts together. So we kept it off the camera. But, I don't think anybody ever done it. Certainly collected all those belts all at once. And Ultimo Dragon is Yoshihiro Asai. And we got to be real close friends, and I still do a lot of event with him. And he's truly the international professional wrestler of mystery, right? I mean, he's in GQ magazine in Japan. You see him going to Cuba every month. He's in Europe.
What's he doing in Cuba?
His best buddy is Fidel Castro's son.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he's over there. You see him, his picture on the beach with his European thongs on him, which I kind of tell him, I said, that's probably not a good look for him. But or him in Cuban Cohiba factory. And he's involved, he's really tight with a lot of those government people over there. And at one point, Antonio Inoki and Ultimo Dragon, Ultimo set this thing up to do a professional wrestling event. Matter of fact, there's another company is working on bringing professional wrestling to professional wrestling to our military folks in Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. And possibly doing a show in Havana as well. So that's in works as well. So, but getting back to Ultimo Dragon, he's really, I think he's 52 now, but I don't think he lost anything. I did a show with him a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and he asked me to try to book him more in the United States because he'd been in Japan a lot. He didn't want to wear out his welcome in Japan, so he wanted to get booked here in the States. So he's been doing a lot of show here. And we have, a dozen booking between now to the end of the year in the United States.
And I think you also still book Ernest Miller, who you're very well associated with.
Yeah, Ernest and I, we have that martial art history because he still fights. Believe it or not, he fought. Really? Yeah, he still fought. He fought last week in Miami. So
what type of?
It's point fighting.
Okay.
So we still get involved in that. He's well known in martial art world, sports karate world. I was in Atlanta at the Battle of Atlanta, and we were honored with Eternal Martial Art Award